welcome to Tuesday night session. Welcome back. We're really far into this now, guys. I hope you realise. So let's get started with the warm-up. I feel like you could probably take the warm-up yourself by this point, but yeah. Also, I meant to add, if at any point you think of a stretch, we're going to do the same as we did on Saturday. So if you can just put a wee stretch into the chat, that would be amazing. So if you want to do that, I wonder if I can actually pin. I cannot, never mind. Right, yeah, if you think of one, just fire it in at any point. So let's get started with our warm-up. Onto our mats on our backs for 10 crucifix. Remembering to breathe out when the leg comes over, just so you're giving yourself a wee bit more space. And then once you have done 10 of those, come round onto your front tabletop position. Now, we haven't really done this in a while, so we're going to take 10 cat-cows. So first drop in the belly, looking up, and then tucking the tailbone under, pushing the spine towards the sky. So 10 in your own time. Try not to do it too fast. We're just wanting to get the body moving nice and slowly to start off with. So moving through 10 of those, and then coming into a downward facing dog position, pushing the tailbone up to the roof, and then just dropping the heels down, pedaling the legs out. So just keep going a little bit more with this, wakening up the legs a bit. And then come up onto your feet, find a wall. And then come into a bit of a wall sit. As we have done before, thumbs facing the floor, pinkies facing the roof, hands parallel, and back is firmly against the wall. Now we're just going to take 10 overhead raises in that position, keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Nice tall upper body position. So 10 of those. And then back onto our mats, we're going to take 10 Spider-Man. So foot coming up to the outside of the hand, opening up for 10. Taking quite a deep lunge when we do so. And again, remember that breathing out when we get to the top position with the foot in the lunge. So 10 of those, and then last bit of this movement prep, we have 10 shoulder taps. So coming into plank position, wide base with the feet, making sure that our wrists are under our shoulders, and then 10 nice, slow, controlled shoulder taps. Nice one. So 10 in total. And then we're going to do something a bit different. Going to work on a wee bit of stability stuff. And we're just going to do it for time, just to kind of keep ourselves together a wee bit. So how it's going to work is we're going to have 4 exercises and we're going to repeat it. And it's going to be 30 seconds of that exercise and 15 seconds of rest. Because it's not high intensity, you don't need a huge amount of rest for that. So I'll quickly go over our exercises. So like I said, they're quite balance based. Our first one, I call swimmers. So you're coming into that Romanian deadlift that we usually do. So hinging yourself forward. I've picked the wrong foot to do this on, excuse me. And then getting your balance, you're going to hopefully do 30 seconds worth of swimming in this position. We won't go too tricky tonight. Let's just keep to freestyle. It's hard enough, but you're trying to balance on that leg. Now, because we're doing 2 rounds of this, round 1 is going to be on one of the legs, and then when we go round to round 2, it'll be the other leg. So we'll just work that way. Then our next exercise is going to be the same. So we'll just do 1 round, 1 leg, 1 round the other. It's hop and hold. Usually I get people to do this with their eyes closed, but tonight we won't. So standing on 1 leg, hopping, round, sticking the landing, holding for 5 seconds, and then go again. So it's a small angle that you're turning, but a nice big jump round. So you're really challenging that balance. So make sure you stick with a bent knee, nice low center of gravity, and holding for 5 seconds. And then we have roll to stand, which I think you might enjoy. So if you're on a hard floor for this, it might be a wee bit more difficult. But basically what I want you to do is roll up to standing, but make sure you stick the landing that round. So didn't do a very good job. So coming up to standing, I would recommend maybe not doing it with shoes on, because that throws you off a wee bit. But the key is you have to stand up and stick that standing position. And then we have bird dog, which is a wee bit more simple in our tabletop position, and then just taking opposites up. So way more simple than the exercises we just did, but it's just working on alternates. So opposites coming all the way out. Okay, so basically how it's going to work, like I said, 30 seconds of each exercise, 15 seconds off, and we're doing 2 rounds of it. Does anyone have any questions at all? Okay, amazing. So if there's no questions, we will get going in 10 seconds. Okay, starting off, 30 seconds worth of swimmers. So 3, 2, 1, off we go. So tilting yourself over into that strong position, and then when you're ready, start your swimming. It's hard. There'll be a lot of wobbles, don't worry. I'm having to hold on to something. And we're already halfway there. So holding, holding, holding. Really good job. Oops. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest there. Shake the leg off a wee bit. And then we're going on to hop and hold. I recommend you do it on the other leg because that leg will be a bit fatigued. So do it on the other leg. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Hop into position, hold, stick to landing. Lovely job. Okay, you've got it. So we're halfway there. Excellent job. Nobody's fallen over yet, I don't think. Okay, amazing. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Rest there. Next exercise is our roll to stand. I'm going to take my shoes off for this, see if I have a better chance. And we're going in 5, 3, 2, 1, off we go. There we are. So driving through the heels on the way up, trying to stick that landing. We're halfway there. Five seconds to go. See if you can get an extra one in. 3, 2, 1, rest there. And last one of this block, we have our bird dogs. So into our tabletop position. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Nice and controlled, nice and slow. Spending the most time on just those 2 balance points. Imagine you had a glass of water on your back, at no point would it spill. And we have 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, rest there, back to the top. Other leg for our swimmers. So changing over legs, back to the top. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. I'm doing the very weak leg now. See how long you can hold it for. Good on you if you can do it for the full 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest there. And then onto our hop and hold. Remember, other leg for this one. In 5, 3, 2, 1, off we go. Balance. Ooh. Three, 2, 1, rest there. Back onto our roll to stand. So driving the momentum, pushing through the heels. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Ten more seconds to get in. A couple more. 3, 2, 1, rest there. Last one, bird dog, back onto our mat. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. One last time. Lovely control, everyone. For those of you that I can see, very good. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest there. Okie dokie. Good job, guys. Excellent work. I will just go over what our plan is now. So kind of similar to last week, but this time we have a wee bit of equipment. So, okay. Our first block this evening, our first 3 sets, is going to be 8 deadlifts and 5 broad jumps. I'm actually going to put my trainers back on to demonstrate broad jumps. So first of all, actually deadlift. Now, I have got quite a thick band here If you have a resistance band that's just like a normal kind of red one, double it up and put it under your feet. But because mine's quite thick, I only did it once. Now, the way deadlifts work is we come down into that kind of holding position, chest nice and proud, head up, and then we stand up from there. Just a case of standing up. It's not a pull. Your legs are doing all the work, okay? So if you have a resistance band, this is probably going to be very close to the actual exercise. If you have a rucksack, again, coming into that low position with it and just standing up, okay? So work with what you have there, but everything I suggested should fit into that. So we're doing 8 of those deadlifts and then 5 broad jumps. So you're going to need a wee bit of space. So I don't have a huge amount of space, but it's just a 2-footed jump as far as you can. But it's really important that you stick the landing in a nice central position. So you shouldn't be leaning forward on your toes. It should be nice and central. So that's our 2 exercises now. What I want you guys...
Frog jump the thing we need the thing to jump over for?
No, so with this one, you just have to jump as far as you can. And don't worry about having to jump over anything. So you just need to do a 2-footed jump as far as you can. And ideally, it has to be quite an explosive, basically effort. So that's the focus. So the second exercise, there's less of them, but it has to be really snappy. So that's the focus of this evening. So we have 3 sets of those. Now, what I want you to do is take a minute's rest after you finish the broad jumps every time, okay? And I know that you can all see each other, so kind of try and stick together. I'm going to do it with you, so we should be fairly cohesive with this, but yeah, try as much to stick together and stick to the rest times. I know a minute seems like a really long time, but it's really important for us to recover so that we're nice and snappy on every round. So unless there are any further questions, we will get started. So I will get myself ready and we can go in 20 seconds. So get yourself set up, whether it's with your rucksacks, your bands, or anything like that. And we're going in 10. Remember, the key is that nice position at the bottom, nice and tight, shoulders back. In 5, 3, 2, 1, off we go. So remember, just stand up and then return to that position. And then once you've done your 8, this is when you go straight into your broad jumps. So as far as you can control it, stick the landing, walk it back, nice and springy. And I'm going to take a minute's rest from here. So if anyone is with me, we'll be going in around 45 seconds. So feel free to have a seat or do whatever you need to recover. Make sure you have your water ready at all times as well. Just take little sips every so often. And if you're with me, we're going in 20 seconds. Back to the top, back to do our deadlifts. And we're going in 10 seconds. So prepare yourselves. Remember, we want a reasonably wide base or reasonably wide foot position here. Okay, 2, 1, off we go. Good job. Really nice. That's excellent, guys. I'm really happy with how that's looking. And then on to the broad jumps again. What can you do better this round to make yourself really springy, like a gazelle? And then 60 seconds from here. So again, do whatever you want to recover. This is your rest period. Usually if you're in the gym, this is the point where you would do a wee walk around and chat to your friends. And then all of a sudden it's 4 minutes later. So I'm kind of sad you guys don't have that opportunity right now. Feel free to talk to me at any point. Okay, and we're going in 15 seconds. Last round of this first block. In 5, 3, 2, 1, off we go. And then last set of broad jumps. Amazing. This is amazing. I can see people flying across the screen. Excellent job, guys. First block done, 2 more blocks to go. Next block, we're still focusing on the legs a wee bit. We have 8 Bulgarian split squats, which we've done before. That's just when your back foot is raised on something, so a chair, a sofa. And then we have 5 each leg, single leg hurdle bounds, which is basically hopping some nice like high hops over things, but it has to be quite snappy. So it's 5 each leg. So this is where you're going to need your little, whatever you have, if it's books, something to jump over. I'm going to have to demo it without, but basically what we're wanting is 5 kind of continuous jumps. I don't have enough room for that. So I'm just going to demonstrate as many as I can, put on one leg, and it's quick bounds. I did 2, but it's very quick, snappy bounds on one foot. So 5 each foot. Our Bulgarian split squats, if you need a reminder. So foot on a surface behind you, and then coming straight down into that squat position. So remember, straight down. Okay, so are we good to go? Lovely job. Right, okay, we will go in 20 seconds. So starting off 8 each leg, Bulgarian split squats, then into our hurdle jumps, or hurdle bounds, should I say. And we're going in 5, 3, 2, 1, off we go. And again, we're going to be taking the minute's rest after we do our little jumps. Shake the legs off and then into the hurdle jumps. I think I'm just going to watch you do it, guys, because I really don't have enough space. So I'm going to see when people are finished roughly. Amazing work up there. Amazing work for the people I can see right now. Really springy. Amazing. So quick contact, nice and snappy. 5 each side. We'll take a minute's rest from now. You're all slightly more youthful than me, so that's why you can move quicker. I'm going to say that's why. You're all like fresh chickens, like spring chickens. Amazing. Okay, get your breath back. 30 seconds until we go again. And we're going in 15. So get yourself set up, ready to go for round 2. In 5, 3, 2, 1, off we go. And then shake the legs off before you go into your jumps. Again, keep up the effort there. It's really amazing. That's really speedy. And kind of channel what we've done before when we did our toe flicks in the warm-up, our pogos. That's the kind of movement you're going for. Really quick, really snappy. Okay, and a minute from here for our last set. And then we'll be going on to round 3 and then some core. So 30 seconds from now. Okay, get yourself set up. Final set of this round in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Make it good, keep up the effort. The focus is really good. Remember, chest up, looking forward on this. Don't need to see what your feet are doing. And then onto the last bit, the bounds. So onto your single leg bounds. Lovely. I think good that some of you are making use of the space that you have. Cool. And when you're done, you just come back to the screen and we'll go over the last set, or the last block, should I say. Okay, so we're on to our upper body block now. I promise, I mean, I don't promise, I wish it would get better than press ups, but there's only so many upper body exercises you can do. So we have 8 press ups. And I just had to think about it today. And if you struggle with doing 8 in a row, which I'm sure you won't, I'm sure it's just me, you can break them up. So you can break them up into 4 2s or 2 4s or whatever you want to do. I won't hold it against you. So 8 press ups, and then into 5 lying med ball chest press. Now I assumed that most of you wouldn't want to put a ball through the wall, so that's why we're doing it on our backs. I'm fortunate enough to have an actual medicine ball, so I've got a wee bit of weight behind it. If you're using a football or anything, just be careful. I want you to use as much power as you can when you throw it up, but make sure it's not ruining any.
What about an exercise ball?
How big is that? Is that like this size? Okay. If you can control that, then absolutely. Yes, I'll allow that. Just as long as that you can push it off your chest, nice and high, nice and quick. So basically, feet on the ground, and then in a nice position, nice and quick, feeding it up, okay? So trying to get as high as possible, really using the power in your arms. But yeah, just be careful if you've got something a wee bit lighter, because it's obviously going to travel a wee bit of a crazy path. So just be careful. I do not want to get in trouble if you break a window. So just be careful. Okay, so 3 sets of this again, 8 press ups, 5 lying medicine ball chest pass. If you have a parent there or someone that can help you out and can maybe stand over you and catch the ball, amazing. Get them involved. It also might save them a wee bit of money. It's not knocking out any of their lamps. So yeah, we will get going in 20 seconds, everybody. So set yourself up, starting off 8 press ups. Okay. In 5, 3, 2, 1, off we go. And then remember, straight into the explosive exercise. I'm just going to have a wee look, see how it's going. Good job, everyone. Nice. So yeah, just straight up as you would a chest pass. That's it, that's the ticket. Amazing. A minute from there. Now I know you're doing it safely, we're okay. So a minute, rest, shake the arms off, do what you need to do. Amazing. So these exercises are called plyometric exercises. I think we've gone over it before. Usually plyometric exercises, the contacts of them, they last less than a second, which is very, very quick. So about 0.25 seconds. So if you work well with numbers, that might be useful for you. Okay, we are going in 15 seconds. Back to our press ups, 8 press ups. In 5, 3, 2, 1, off we go. And then round onto your back for chest pass. This was always my favorite part of training when it came to the part in the season that you're allowed to do plyometric stuff. Amazing. So it's a fine balance between power and actually controlling it. So making sure not to throw it too high. Okay, a minute from now, going into round 3. Then we'll finish off with our core. I'll just get that set up. Okay. Okay, going in 15 seconds. Final round of our main part of the session. In 5, 3, 2, 1, off we go. Let's see if you can control it in this last opportunity. Amazing. And when you're done, just back to the screen so we can talk about our core exercises this evening. I think I put them on the screen actually, so hopefully that's there. Good job, everyone. Well done. Thank you for bearing with me for that main part. So last bit, core finisher. We won't get rid of that. Why would we get rid of a good thing? So 40 seconds on, 20 seconds rest. And our exercises this evening are bear crawl hold. We have zombie sit-ups, flutter kicks, and single leg V's. So very quickly, bear crawl hold, just in our tabletop position. Up on the toes and just holding that nice strong position. So hovering the knees. It's a hard one, but I know you can do it. You've done it before. Then we have our zombie sit-ups. So arms always stay in the same place. It's the body that comes through. So starting on the floor, arms up right in front of you. And all you have to do is sit up and the arms will move with you. So they always stay in the same place essentially. So yeah, pretend you're a zombie. And then we have, what did I say we have next? We have our flutter kicks. I think we know what we're doing there. And then single leg V's are just as follows. So just folding in the middle, hands to toes. And that is our single leg V's. Okay, so if we are ready, 2 rounds of this. Best way to end the session. So bear crawl hold, zombie sit-up, flutter kicks, and single leg V's. We will go in 10 seconds. In 5, 3, 2, 1, off we go. Control the breathing. This is a whole body workout, this one. We are halfway there, holding on, shaking, rocking, try and control it. In 10, 5, 3, 2, 1, rest there. And then onto our zombie sit-ups on our backs. In 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Legs out straight. Remember, so nice and controlled. Halfway. Five, 3, 2, 1, rest there. Staying on the back, splitter kicks up next. In 5, 3, 2, 1, off we go. Feel free to put the hands under the glutes, just a wee bit of a cushion so that your lower back doesn't get sore. That's what I'm doing. Keep it up. Halfway there, 20 seconds to go. In 10, 3, 2, 1, rest there. Last exercise, single leg V's. So you're getting a real treat tonight. You're getting to stay on your back for ages. Get your breath back. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Halfway. Five, 3, 2, 1, rest there. Second round, round onto our fronts again for bear crawl hold. In 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Halfway there. In 10, 3, 2, 1, rest there, release onto the backs. Zombie sit-ups. In 5, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Halfway there. Keep it up. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest there. Staying on the backs, flutter kicks. In 5, penultimate exercise. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Halfway. In 10, last 10. Hold on. 3, 2, 1. Rest there. Going into our final exercise, our single leg V's. Three, 2, 1. Off we go. Halfway there, last 20 seconds. Five, 3, 2, 1. Rest there. Amazing job, everybody. Well done, well done. I'm just going to have a very quick look at the stretches and then we'll get right to it because we have been here for a little while now. Okay, I think the best one to start off with this evening is child's pose. So we'll start off with child's pose. Okay, right, let's go onto our mats on the front and just knees slightly wide, toes touching, head down onto the mat. Get the breath back. And then just curling up into a tabletop position. We're going to thread the needle next. So first, right arm comes up and then thread it underneath the left arm, settling onto the right shoulder. Left arm can come up overhead, or you can use it to kind of anchor yourself round onto your shoulder a wee bit more. And then pushing through the left hand, coming back to center. Left arm rises up this time and threads through underneath the right arm. And coming back up to tabletop, I'm just going to quickly have a look at the stretches, see if what else we have. Could be our last one. I think by popular demand we'll do dragon pose, so that can be our last one. So again, coming into press up position, then threading that right foot through, drop the back knee, and then just letting the chest kind of rest on that thigh. Just completely relaxing the hips, so letting it move where it wants to move. Don't try and fight against it. And in the next session, I will take into consideration some other stretches, don't worry. So get your thinking caps on for our next session. And then swapping the legs over. So taking the right one back, left one steps through, drop the right knee down to the mat, and just let the chest rest on that leg. So last couple of seconds here. And then slowly come out of that stretch. And then give yourself a wee bit of round of applause, guys. That's amazing. Well done tonight. That was a big session. So thank you very much for joining me again.